Good morning to all the American United States citizens. I just want to talk about the speech from Donald Trump. We all, in God's rights, we all have feelings. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican, it doesn't matter. If you see a crisis or a kid that has cancer, you stand up and you applaud, be a human being. Riley's mothers and parents were there. Stand up and clap, have feelings. American people was watching that address. If you really think that most people thought this was okay, it's not. Most people have feelings and take politics out of the equation when it comes to a person that has cancer or if something that is being done that is good for America. So all these Democrats that sat and didn't stand for anything ain't worth shit. Okay, number two, how in the hell can you put pink on as a woman and you don't support women's sports and having transgenders going into women's sports? How can you be in pink? The problem I'm having here is if you're in the Democratic Party, if you would have been there, would you have stood up and clapped? Or it wasn't because you hated Donald Trump and you don't have feelings for people and caring about their lives? Most Christians care about other people and they love everybody. There's a time that you have to take politics out of the equation. That's what makes us all human. Okay? In God's right, He created us to have feelings for other people. So, we have remorse for people and help people, not pout and sit and pout. To me, that's kind of evil in a way, if you really think about it. I'm an independent. I used to be with the Democratic Party, but I'm so glad that I've switched over. And I'm just fed up with the party. They have no reason in their brain to know what people actually want or what's good for people. They are out of touch with their constituents back at their state. And that's pathetic itself. So, as a person, we all should think about what happened there at the address at Donald Trump. Even though if you hate him, you still have feelings. And seeing what happened like that should give you your answer of the Democratic Party. Have no feelings, don't care how we feel, because we're watching them, and they're supposed to set, yes, an example for the country, how we feel about the people, that they are working for the people, not them being in control of what they want to do with our money, and they pout because they don't get their way. I'm going to tell you right now, the Democratic Party, you will never see another Democratic president if you do not start getting ideas, getting suggestions when you come back to your area and find out what the people really want and find out what issues need to be changed and change them. And that doesn't mean that you become a socialist or close to communist. People do not want a government-run system. It's this simple. We have the Constitution and Declaration of Independence that protect us. And there's a lot of veterans and people that died for our country. So, and what I'm trying to say is we broke away from the British because they wanted to control our taxes and what we do. Okay, the Democratic Party has become them. You need to look back in history at times on certain things. What's happening is happening now. Research some of this stuff. Fact check. Okay. Like I said, is don't do something because you hate somebody. God don't want you to feel hatred. Okay. In Washington, D.C. in general, they blackmail each other. It's so corrupt down there. We need to clean house. And to the point, I think it's getting to the point, and the state government also needs to be audited. And there's corruption going in the state government. Because in my state of Pennsylvania, where I live, is Governor Shapiro put out an executive order, and he did that through hatred, that he wants to have all the federal employees that got laid off, that got 8 months severance pay. When I have a problem with this, it's not a state issue. I do realize that they work for the federal government in the state of Pennsylvania, but they're getting paid from the federal government. Okay. So what makes them different than anybody else is from a private sector that's got to go out and find a job. Okay. He didn't put the executive order out for us. Okay. So he's doing it for the wrong reasons. He's doing it for hatred. I do hope this video reaches somebody that's with the Republican Party. What Trump needs to do is pull all the funds and make sure Pennsylvania doesn't get it. Because in a way, what the governor did is wrong, and he's doing it for the wrong reasons. He's heartless also, because he doesn't support a lot of the things with the women's sports, and he supports the transgenders and stuff. I'm sorry. I mean, I have nothing against transgenders and everything. And if they want to be in sports, then the Democratic Party needs to come up with an idea and say, hey, let's make it a law that they have to have in high school sports or in college sports, that they in like have a transgender track team. But here's the issue, which wouldn't be our issue, but you have solved the problem. You may not even have a team because you don't have enough to transition over to being a transgender. The reasoning behind that is you're not a biological female and you got changed through surgery. And that doesn't make you that we hate you or anything, because we love you in our own way, okay? But you just have to understand this is wrong to go into women's sport because your strength is totally different after you go through puberty. It's totally wrong. And if I was a transgender and you're out in the community somewhere, I would end up going to your area, who is senator or whatever, contact someone and say, hey, we need to have transgenders, our own track team, our own sports, just like the males and females. That would be the way to do it, because it's actually recognizing you're a transgender, just like we are men and we are women. Okay, people don't hate you for going through the surgery. They have the issue with you going into women's sports and trying to dominate, which is wrong because our biologically bone structure and muscles are totally different. So I'd like to end this video, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day, and I love you, United States of America. Bye.